We've tackled projects both big and small as we set out to build this home behind me using shipping containers. We have learned a lot of lessons over the years. This week's lesson, why to never tackle a project like this. But before we jump ahead of ourselves, I'm Tyler, this is Todd, and for the last few years we've been building an off-grid home in the middle of the woods, providing our own food, water, and even our own electricity. You didn't think we were roughing it, did you?
I feel cheap.
We've learned that living off-grid doesn't have to be the stereotypical cabin in the woods without running water. It can be whatever we want it to be. Grab a snack and come along.
I wanna run away with you. I don't really care where to. Just wanna be alone with you.
It's cool.
So you decided to bring them along after all, I see.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
It may not pan out into a video, but we're bringing you along.
Do you know what did pan out?
What?
Iced
iced
coffee.
coffees?
Yeah. This is kind of like a little morning ritual we have. We're always one day ahead on the iced coffee so that we never end up with warm iced coffee. So this is today's iced coffee, but we made it yesterday, and this is tomorrow's, but we're making it today.
It's pretty cool. Like, he has it down to a science. Like,
Yeah.
just
one cup.
doing pour-overs.
Yeah, 2 cups. You do that, pop it in here. Bob's your uncle.
Anyway, we just came over because all morning we've been overworking on the house. So we're putting an air and vapor membrane over the entire surface everywhere.
It's so much work.
It is unreal. We did it 2 days ago, yesterday, and this morning.
It's a multi-person job too,
Yeah.
because like it's really sticky and sticks to itself, so you almost need 3 people to do it well, like holding it and one person peeling the back as you go.
It's brutal. Anyway, we weren't going to show it because it's just like painful, but I thought, why not? It's the reality of what this project is, and
Yeah.
some weeks are just rough, so this is it. Come along, I guess.
All right.
You want to go over?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish making these coffees and then we're good to go.
Let's do it. So essentially, these pieces are just gigantic stickers that are applied to the sides of the house. It's kind of like a rubbery latex material that's really thick. We've been trying our best to optimize the rolls we have and cut each piece to size so there's less waste, as this stuff is not cheap. What this membrane does is it reduces the air leakage that the house will have. This is going to reduce the heating and cooling demand by the house of 25%. I'm not sure if all brands are this frustrating, but next time I'd probably try a different product. We've been constantly having to stop to pop all of these bubbles so there's a tight seal. This is brutal. My arms just feel like jello right now. It's also like the most meticulous task I've done in a really long time. Like, very high attention to detail. But we got it done, and that's all that matters. So that whole wall is looking so good. We were gonna get continuing on with doing the wall right by the rooftop deck, but we realized we need to finish the rooftop deck first. The material has to go right to the finished floor, and obviously we don't have a finished floor, so we're gonna go get the deck material and figure out everything. I have an hour drive to get into the city, so hopefully there's a roofing place that has what we need, and we're just gonna keep getting it done.
So while Ty was in the city, we were getting started on boarding in the deck. Just to refresh your memory, this roof deck is above one of the main floor bedrooms and it's accessed through the doors of the upstairs living room. In total, the deck is 24 feet by 8 feet, so it's definitely plenty of space. To get to this point, a few weeks ago, we built this substructure out of 2x12s that were cut down to accomplish a 2% grade. This grade allows the water to naturally flow away from the house, but it's not so steep that you feel like you're on a ramp. Then, all the spaces between the joists were filled with closed cell spray foam, achieving an R value of 70 for the insulation of this roof. Today, all we need to do is put down our subfloor. For this, we went with 3/4 inch select plywood. It definitely feels good to see this purple spray foam finally being covered up. All that was left was to then frame the exterior perimeter of the deck in order to allow future fascia and gutters to be attached. But of course things couldn't just go smoothly. The lift got a little too close to the embankment and down it went. We spent the next few hours literally spinning our wheels trying to figure out how to get this thing out of here. I tried removing a few trees that were in the way, but nothing was going to get this thing up the hill. Thankfully, Mel always seems to be around when we need him the most, and he came to lend a helping hand. We used some tow ropes and he was able to drag that lift up the hill. Needless to say, this was definitely a nerve-wracking experience.
We could not leave Corey to his own devices.
I think I can make it, man. That was the last thing I heard. I think I can make it, man. I don't know, but...
I went over there. I couldn't find you.
Yeah, it was, I don't know what's going on over there today. Things were getting a little tense and...
It was, hey?
Yeah, when things get tense, I tend to like run and hide. So I came down to the dome to play some games on my phone and hang out with my besties.
You got your snorts on?
He was snoozing not that long ago.
Was he?
Yeah. I've just been killing it though. This is really cool. So the sponsor of today's video also happens to be my absolute favorite game, which is June's Journey. So it's really cool because what you do is you solve these puzzles and hidden clues to then work towards solving a murder mystery, but you can trade your points in along the way and upgrade your mansion and your gardens and decorate them and, you know, do renovations and kind of like what our real life is like, but I get to do it and get like actual progress done in a day on my phone.
You do play it a lot, hey?
Oh, a lot. Well, what's cool is I can play it on my phone, my tablet, or I can even play it on my computer through Facebook. And you can play it for completely free by using the link in our description box down below and enjoy it as much as I do.
Does the support puppy come with it?
No.
Hey.
Hey, you're extra.
Thanks,
And
buddy.
you're not for sale.
All right, do you want to help me unload all that stuff?
I can after I'm in the middle of a round.
Okay, I'll back the truck down.
Okay, I'll see you after.
You want to come help? All right, we're gonna go back that down and get started on the rooftop.
We just finished laying out all the material for the deck, and with the commotion of the lift, we missed this. We're short by just 3 inches all the way around the perimeter.
So off I went to the store yet again for 1 sheet of plywood and 1 piece of lumber. Thankfully, the missing amount of material was pretty small because for some reason this hardware store nearest to us doesn't help you load your lumber. No one's here to help you. Don't worry guys, I've got this. Once I got home with the plywood, it didn't take long for us to rip a piece and fill in the end. A bit of construction glue and a tack into place for good measure, the rooftop deck was finally finished. Now all we had to do was wrap our heads around how the waterproofing membrane for the deck gets installed.
There's like
9 inches, 18 inches
12
up,
inches, yeah.
12 inches from the lap.
Our thoughts are overdone. If I stay, I may begin to
Flashing and maester.
What do you think, clear as mud?
Trying to figure out where the caulking comes in, but I can't. There's such interesting screws as well. Look at these. And it's not like it's attached.
We don't make it easy for ourselves, do we? So would this go down around the wood and then the fascia goes on? What this product will do is allow for any water to hit it and roll off and not absorb into the roof below. Once we got going, it was actually pretty straightforward to install. We had to roll out this base that adheres to the plywood deck below and is nailed into place using these self-sealing spiral shank nails. It needed a lot of nails, every 9 inches or so it's really locked into place. Then the cap sheet got rolled out, which is essentially a protective top coat. You could use this for your finished deck if you really wanted to, but we have plans to clad over top eventually with a finished deck. And just as we were finishing the top coat, wouldn't you know it, we ran out of these sealant tubes which bonds each of the seams, literally one of the most important steps. So once again, it was off to the store I went.
I've just been kind of enjoying some alone time while everyone's been gone because it's feeling very, very overwhelming. And I when I try and pinpoint why, I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe everything going on with the house, but it's just been a lot lately. Hey, hon.
Hey.
Oh, you didn't forget.
I didn't forget. Happy anniversary.
So today is our 9th wedding anniversary, which
Isn't that wild?
Oh my, that's a long time. Yeah. So I see you got
What
this.
have we been together? 14 years?
14 years together. Crazy. We're almost at a point where there will have been more of my life with you than without you. And I can't wait to cross that bridge, you know? Because then I feel like you're truly stuck with me. But I see you got all the favorites for an anniversary special. We got best friend Kim.
And then we had red velvet cake at our wedding, so I thought, why not do that tonight?
Also, where we tried to save, well, we didn't try, we saved the top of our wedding cake for your first anniversary, how you freeze it. Ooh, fries.
I did pub food. I wasn't doing anything fancy tonight.
Love it.
And I got you your wrap.
Well, back to the cake story. So, we saved the top of our cake to freeze it for our first anniversary. Didn't we have a little bit too much wine at our wedding and end up eating the top of our cake in our hotel room at the end of our wedding night?
Whatever.
Exactly. It was our cake.
It's memories.
Exactly. All right. Well,
You know,
doing.
open this?
Yeah.
I
Grab
just
some.
want to sit on the couch and veg.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
That works for me. I'll grab some wine glasses. Cheers.
I'm not ready to eat. I want to have like a couple glasses of wine.
Oh yeah. I like to get a little bit of a snap on before the food soaks it all up.
What? Oh, boys, can we sit with you? Yeah.
Yeah, squirrel
Is that your
definitely.
phone ringing? Do you want to say hi to the vlog?
Oh, hi, vlog. How's it going?
This is our friend Darcy and Jared.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be famous now.
After the last few days, catching up with these two was exactly what the soul needed. If for some reason you've never heard of Darcy and Jer, they're a stand-up comedy duo selling out shows all across North America, and with their flavor of humor, are any of you surprised we've become such close friends?
Who's pitcher? Who's the catcher? First of all, stop using sports references. It's f***ing homophobic.
I mean, it's not like it's our anniversary or anything. Love you guys. All that was left to do was settle in with our takeout food and continue on with the binge.
Look, big guy. Oh, this is the perfect spot for me, guy.
What a good end of the day.
Cheers.
If you've never seen Heartstopper yet, it is so cute. Definitely recommend. The next morning, we woke up and got right to work on continuing to wrap the house. With the deck now built, we were able to continue on with this wall. This is what I meant a few days ago when I said that the deck needed to be installed first. Having this membrane over top will allow the water to flow right off and not get caught up in the rooftop deck. Doing this one wall took a lot longer than all of the other areas, from all the different angles to trying to get the membrane behind the fascia and trim, but mainly because we were running dangerously low on material. We did our best to stretch it as far as we could, but what we discovered was the later it gets in the day, the hotter the membrane gets, making it stickier and more of a challenge to work with. It was pretty clear that it was time to walk away. Good morning. It's been a couple days since we've picked you guys up. We just wanted to finally get this project behind us once and for all. And the entire house is wrapped, mostly.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. We have a couple of pieces still to go up here, but look at this rooftop deck. How pretty.
I think the consensus on this from everyone is don't do it. It's an
Oh.
awful product to work with, but
Yeah, this tape, the 3M. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Plus, it's just also been a lot. So, like, while this was going on, the video last week of the workshop and the storage container and all of that, that actually happened at the same time, all in 1 week. So it has been chaotic around here. But honestly, we hit a breaking point where we just needed to get organized in our life because it's been so many years of like half in, half out, stuff here, stuff there, and it just feels so much better now. And also, not just that we can go and find stuff and we're saving so much time, but the mental space that all that clutter was taking up as you're walking around and you see it and you're like, wow, I really need to get my life together.
Yeah, it was also nice to do projects like just the two of us. I don't know how to explain it, but we used to, a lot of the builds that we didn't have to rely on other trades and all of that. And when Todd and I just work together, I don't know, we work so well. It's never like stress and like...
Communication is just easier. I mean, it's like working with your best friend or your partner, like, you know, like there's certain things you can pick up on your communication without you even saying it. You get in a flow.
Yeah,
'Cause we're better when we're together.
I'm excited to get back into our flow of it just being us, and like, I can't wait to do the interior. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Like-
well, I guess we should say like that is kind of the goal. So between now and say like Christmas when the snow starts coming, we want to try and get the whole outside, like the deck on here, the siding, the deck downstairs, all that stuff done, so that we have the winter to work on the inside of the house when it's not really nice out.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That is the plan. But for
But-
now, I think the plan is to just keep drinking these coffees
Yeah.
and take in the view. Hey, buddy.
What do you guys think? Do you like your rooftop deck? And also, we are gonna have a railing all around. Don't worry, we're
Yeah.
not gonna fall off the roof. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be way safer.
hey, buddy.
Okay, or we'll put a slide up, right? That way we can get down quicker with a little slide.
All right, we are just gonna enjoy our morning coffees, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
You wanna say bye, buddy?